Well, welcome to what I consider my favorite edition of Mainely Motorsports to do every year, and that's the edition we do is we bring you the Oxford 250 highlights, footage, hear from the winners, and means a lot to me this week to open the show up with the guy that has given me so many memories over the year. My biggest memories from this race, he played a big role in making it happen, and that's Mr. Michael Lux of Lux Enterprises. I want to welcome you to the show, Michael Lux.
Thank you.
Now, you love this race. You don't go to a lot of racing anymore
No.
because of everybody knows with me and Victoria.
Right.
Well, you and Victoria basketball, and I'm just along for the ride. But this is the race you don't miss, and you weren't going to miss this year with the Super Late models back.
Nope. I love the 250, especially with the Supers here. It's unbelievable.
And you, long-time friendship with Mike Rowe,
Right.
supported Mike Rowe over the years,
Yep.
and playing a part. What's Mike's and that's the biggest story of the day so far. Mike had plans to run the new car, the 88J. The car just wasn't capable of winning this race.
They got the car a little late, and I think they just didn't have enough time. They'll get it worked out, so they decided to run the other car, and I think they'll do fine. But there's a lot of guys in this race today. You can't pick just 3 or 4. There's 30 cars can win this race, I believe.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
The competition is so close. There's 65 cars plus here. I just think it's going to be unbelievable. Tom Mabry has done a great job setting this all up.
And it's funny you mentioned Tom. Obviously, everybody knows Tom in the past tour, you know, taking over Oxford Plains Speedway. And this is his first forte. 1997, he finished 8th in this race. This is his first forte. I was just over in the grandstands and got a chance to catch up with Tom. Well, anybody that knows Tom, he's hands-on and he does. And his spirit is, I mean, he's feeling refreshed. He feels like he's
a racer.
Yeah, he's accomplished
and he's the
it.
owner now, but he knows what it takes to race.
Very happy over there. Very happy. Very excited for the day. Very excited what he's been able to do for the fans up here, and a little bit more buzz that's been here in the past few years.
And it's going to get bigger. Wait till next year.
Yeah, no,
this is his first year.
I think you're right. And then, it isn't only Sunday, and that's what I like about this weekend. It isn't only Sunday that people come to. Saturday, allowing, Alicia. I mean, there she is, her first 250 weekend racing her Legend car, which you're the major sponsor of, and, for being a part of that. And then the Modified Racing Series last night. They put on
great. Very nice show.
They had 22 modifieds, and so it was, Saturday was good, Friday was good, and it just culminates with today, and people are coming in, there's a line out front, the cars are all staging, the draw's gone. I mean,
People are pumped. They're just pumped right up.
No, and
I wish I was a car owner again in a way. Another way I
don't.
Wait
a minute. Should we? What if me and you hook back up?
I don't think that's going to happen.
Why?
I don't know.
what
I don't want to say on TV.
Why?
No, we had a great time. We really did. But I'm very busy with my daughter, my family. And I am going to be a lot more involved in racing next year. That's all I'll say.
All you'll say?
Yes.
You want me to say the rest of it? Or?
No.
Okay, all right. But no, and I appreciate you and everything you've done for the sport, not only with me and my family, but, the Rose, Mike Rowe being involved. You've helped a lot of people over the years, and it's neat to see you and your little entourage up here. Larry.
I'm excited. I'm very
Sandy,
excited.
It's good. And how about your boy Adam, his first 250, huh?
Yep, in the pits, walking around, looking at all these drivers. He's been excited. Someday, hopefully, he'll be here too.
Yeah, so I'm excited. Thank you for opening this week's show.
Thank you.
We're excited. The heats are getting ready. Everybody's getting lined up. We're going to go grab a seat and watch what's probably the most exciting part of the day, and that is the 6 qualifying heats, where they start at 2, and at 10 past 2, there's 4 guys already in the show. I mean, how good of a feeling is that? I mean, because we know what we went through in 2005 to win this race. We went through the heat, the Conti. We had to win the last chance with the King of Oxford driving for us to get in the race. So,
everybody's got a shot today.
Yeah, everybody does. So you guys are going to enjoy this week's show. For you that are at Oxford, I know you're going to enjoy what you see because we're excited to see what goes on. So
thank you again for having me.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to go back and we're going to start watching some race action.
Looking for something different and exciting to do on Friday night? How about real NASCAR racing at Lee USA Speedway, featuring the ground-pounding, super-fast, super-modifieds, the fender-rubbing late model sportsmen, unpredictable hobby stocks, and more. It's great family fun and excitement. Kids under 12 get in free, and there's acres of free and easy parking. Friday nights at Lee USA Speedway, located right on Route 125 in Lee, New Hampshire. Check LeeUSASpeedway.com for more information.
Looking for a great time, great people, and great food? Then visit New England's #1 biker destination, Bentley's Saloon, owned by legendary super-modified driver Bentley Warren. Bentley's is a biker bar that welcomes everyone. Staying in the area, Bentley's has their own full-service campground right on site. Tuesdays, Bentley's Cruise Night attracts car enthusiasts from all over New England. Located on Route 1 in Arundel, Bentley Saloon guarantees a great time. Check out the fun at BentleySaloon.com and see why Bentley says, who has more fun than us?
Not sure what brand tire to buy? Town Fair Tire has them all. Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, Bridgestone, Pirelli, Toyo, Yokohama, Hankook, and more. No matter what size or brand, Town Fair Tire beats all the competition, even online prices. We'll also do a free front wheel alignment with any tire purchase. Name brand tires, the lowest prices, free alignment. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Now, there's a lot of guys that come here with a lot of dreams, and you know, your first goal is to be in the race. Anything above that's a bonus, and we're here with Brian Kruzek, who's, I'd call it a bonus, won the second heat starting outside pole, so that's a pretty big deal, huh?
Absolutely. Just a week ago, we wrecked our primary car. We put this whole car together in a week, and just absolutely amazing. I can't believe it. I mean, I don't even have words for it right now. So.
No, I can imagine. I mean, this is the biggest deal you're going to run all year.
Absolutely.
And you just want to be a part of it. Well, now, there ain't nobody other than you and TJ Brackett going to see, you know, you don't see nothing out your windshield, you know, with the start of this race. And how good is the car?
It's real good. It's a crate engine car, so I should be able to keep tires on the thing pretty good. And I think we can go quite a ways without having to get tires on it. And I think we'll have some for the end of it.
Now, what is your strategy? I mean, do you have a strategy now? I mean, you have to race different if you're qualified starting 24th versus second?
Yeah, I think I'll probably going to run it as long as we can run it and keep the tires for the end. With the crate motor, like I said, it's going to be easier on tires. So if I got new tires at the end, it'll be good.
Yeah, no, that's good. Well, good luck to you, your team. I mean, you guys have worked hard, and a lot of smiles down here in the Kruzek pit, you know, just going over preparations and getting the car ready for the feature.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
All right. We're here with the crew chief of Cassius Clark, and we're looking for those stories for each heat race. Cassius wasn't a story in his heat race, but he dominated it. But you got a chance to join Ronnie Nason today as the only three-time winners as a crew chief for this race. I mean, I know you're not thinking about that right now, but how big of a deal would that be at the end of the day, Brian?
Oh, obviously it'd be a pretty big deal. But it's a long race, you know, you need a lot of luck, and we'll just try to go out and do the best we can. Where we end up, we end up.
Well, you know, when you got a good car, and you've come here with good cars before, and you've won this race, but won it twice with Ben. But to bring it to another family, two more families that have put a lot into this sport, the Height family and the Clark family. I mean, you're the guy that's the straw that stirs the drink, and they put a lot of faith in you.
Well, yeah, they do, but we lean on them pretty heavy, too. They give us all the financial support we need to get the job done, and hopefully we can put it all together and get it done today.
Well, I know, and we all know this race is usually about the drivers, but, you know, behind every good driver is a team, and behind every team is a leader. And this man right here, Brian Burgess, is one of the great leaders here in the Northeast that maybe a lot of people don't know about. But I had a chance to work with him for a year. He's worked with the likes of Ben Rowe. He's worked with the likes of Chris Kennison, Travis Benjamin. And wherever Brian goes, they end up being front runners and race winners. And Brian, I know this is, I don't want to jinx you, but you're my pick to be standing in victory lane later on tonight. You are the variable that's going to put Cassius Clark over the top. You're the guy, the leader that I think these teams are missing. So good luck today, and thank you for taking the time with us here on Mainely Motorsports.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Brian. Well, we just finished 6 rounds of qualifying for the past Super Late models. We got 24 cars locked into the 40th annual TD Bank 250, and here with a runner-up in the first heat, and you know, nobody wants to finish second, but he's in the show. But how big of a deal was it for Tim Brackett to finish second to his son TJ, who's going to start the 40th annual 250 on the pole?
We've one time this year we finished first and second in a feature, and he won, and you know, it's really gratifying. I mean, to see him come to, I don't know. I mean, he's gotten so much better in the last few years, and he has an awesome car, and he sets this one up, and I think he might be holding out just a little bit on me though. But if I'm going to finish second, to him is it.
He grew up here, grew up at this race. You've raced this race, we don't know how many times. We talked a few years back. I mean, this is a race that can make you, and it's broken a lot of hearts. And I mean, you both look to have a good car, but for him to start on the pole and lead it down in front of the hometown crowd and all the fans and family that are here, it's just huge for the whole family.
Oh, it's just great. You know, and then we got the next guy coming along here.
Yeah, so it won't be long. We'll be talking to you, right? It'll be you and your dad, and maybe your grandfather still doing it, huh? So pretty excited for Dad's chances to win this race?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
But no, there's a lot of people here that have got a lot of good cars, and you guys are just part of something that's a big spectacle. But it was a heartfelt moment for a lot of people to watch father and son finish first and second in that first heat.
Yeah, I got out in the middle there and give him a hug. We were pretty pumped.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Well, good luck to you. Good luck to TJ, and maybe we'll talk to you one more time today, and that'd be pretty big.
That would be awesome.
All right, and that's your runner-up in your first heat, Tim Brackett.
Clark's Eastside Scrap and Westside Scrap, two of the region's most efficient scrap yards. Both locations have the latest and greatest equipment, along with large capacity scales that are constantly calibrated to ensure honest weights. Car crushing, roll-off containers, scrap metal. Clark's Eastside Scrap in Chelsea and Clark's Westside Scrap in Farmingdale. Don't fix it, scrap it.
Since day one, I've been honest with you about the RV business and offered you some great deals with no pressure sales. Today, Scotts Recreation is one of Maine's premier RV dealers. We thank you. Last month, we offered a special on 50 travel trailers, and they're almost gone. Business has been good, but I'd like it to be great. We have pop-ups, travel trailers, fifth wheels, new 2014 models, and closeout specials. The best selection in Maine at prices you won't find anywhere else.
Scotts Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Award Champs LLC is Southern Maine's premier award supplier and official award supplier for many of the area's top organizations and events. If you're in need of an award for a sponsor, employee recognition, fundraising event, or an entire sports organization, call Todd Mead at Award Champ. They provide the best for less with competitive pricing like the big online firms, but give you the personalized service you can only get from a local supplier. When you're in need of awards or personalized gifts, call Award Champs, where they'll help you reward your champion.
All right, TJ, we always look for stories leading up to the main event. And so far, after qualifying, the biggest story is you and your dad finishing 1-2 in that first qualifying heat. Just talk to your dad and how special it was for him. But, I mean, how big was it for you to look in the mirror and know that was your dad, knowing no matter what, you weren't going to get roughed up, and it was a chance you two were going to be the first two locked into the field this year?
It was pretty awesome. I mean, I just kept looking back and seeing it was him, and you know, it was like we were just cruising. There was no worries, you know. I know he isn't going to do anything to me, so it was awesome, really.
Yeah. Now the car looks good. How about when the exhaust fell off? Did you know what it was? I mean, the sound changed. Did you think we had motor issues? Or?
Well, at first, when the engine changed, I thought, I was like, oh great, we're blowing off, and then I heard something dragging, and I put two and two together and figured out it was the exhaust, but. I was just hoping we weren't going to have a yellow because we would have got probably smoked pretty bad on the restart, not got in.
Yeah. So what do you think of your chances? I mean, obviously start on the pole. Be nice to lead a little lap to help the bank account, but yeah. I mean, in the end of the day, you want to be standing there in victory lane.
Oh, of course. I mean, we're gonna. We'll see how it plays out. If we can get out front and lead some laps, we're gonna. But I want to be around at the end.
All right, well, good luck to you, your dad. Could be a big day for the Brackett family here at Oxford.
Yeah, it would be awesome. It's about time. I mean, I don't think either one of us have had any luck in a 250 ever, and we got great draws, and we've been fast all weekend, so hopefully it's good.
All right, that's the guy that's going to be leading tonight's race to the green flag, starting on the pole, the driver of the 66, TJ Brackett. All right, when they announced this race was going back to the Super Late models last fall, you know, a lot of people looked at it. A lot of people circled it on their calendars, wanted to be here. And I know you, Andy Saunders, one of those guys, but religiously you didn't think that was going to happen. And you put a deal together a couple weeks ago, and it made it happen, and now you're in the race. How huge is that for you, your family, and everybody behind you?
This is absolutely one of the best things that we've accomplished. We did it 9 or 10 years ago with our own equipment, 2 or 3 month plan to get the funds and get the car ready. This was a 2-week deal, kind of a shot in the dark, and kind of started off as a joke. I just inquired to see. I knew I couldn't afford it, but I just thought I'd amuse myself and see what the deal was. And a week later, I raised my hand and said, yeah, sign me up. So it's worked out so far.
Yeah, and what Andy's talking about is this is a car that's housed out of the Shaws, and the Shaw family owns it, and you lease the ride for the weekend. So, you know, we ain't got to get into details, but this didn't come like a car lease that you pay a couple $100 and you go. I mean, there's a lot of money involved with the expense of not only running the race but being here and covering the aftermath. And you know, you had some people step up. A lot of people had to step up, and you know, so now you feel the added pressure on your shoulders. But you went, guys worked hard, and you put the car in the show.
Absolutely. I guess first and foremost would be my significant other, Gail. She's one that really pushed it in the beginning. My sponsors, supporters, family. They paid for all of it. I don't have a penny invested in it, so I got to do well for them.
Well, you've already done well for them because you got them in the biggest short track race here in the Northeast, the Oxford 250, a race that has so much history. So congratulations to you. Good luck to you in the race, and from here, everything up here and beyond is a bonus.
Absolutely. We're clearly out of our element, and we're playing with the big boys, but it does feel good.
And you're talking big boys, and there's a lot of big teams here and big money, but you always got those feel-good stories. And right here, Andy Saunders might look like it's a lot of money sitting here, but this is a feel-good story. All right, 7 years ago, you walked out of here with third-place money, third-place trophy. Hadn't been back to this race in 7 years. Put this deal together, and after the first round of qualifying, you're in, Sammy. I mean, how big of a deal is that for you and the team and everybody behind this?
It's really huge. The credit all goes to Mitch Green and Crazy Horse Racing and all the kids for the Aspire Higher program with the junior high of Oxford Hills. Just amazing what these kids have done, and it's just been really good for the kids. And on top of that, we ended up with a really nice race car.
Yeah, no, exactly. A lot of people don't know about how this program worked, and I talked to Mitch and Judy through the winter, and when it was being done, and you were up there working with a bunch of kids putting this together, and how excited are you for them? They're going to be out there, pit road, the 250, big crowd, the big atmosphere, and you gave it to them.
Oh, I did not give it to them. I'm just a lucky guy that got to drive it, but just really proud of them kids and what they've done with this thing, and the whole idea of this thing is to make the kids enjoy school, and I think we've accomplished that with this.
No, that's good. Now, you know, let's be honest. You didn't have the best car at the end of the heat. You were hanging on. I mean, what do you got? You got to make some adjustments to get it better for the race. It's a long race, but still, you can't struggle right off the bat. You got to be good right off the bat.
Yeah, we tested, and we thought we had a pretty decent car, but I'm guessing we had some severe stagger problems in that race because it just got really loose right off the bat. So we'll check that out and see what it is, and definitely got to make some adjustments.
You're on the race. That's all that matters right now. You're in the race.
Right.
You know, qualify starting. That's all you can ask, right, Sam?
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Congratulations, Sammy Sessions, qualified in the 6th heat, putting this crowd into the race, and a lot of people behind the scenes made it happen. So congratulations.
Yeah. Thanks. And I'd like to mention that also this is all my old crew that came here today to, you know, do the pit work. So. It's like old home days. It's got a good familiar surrounding, and that's a big deal.
A lot of memories. Good luck in the race, Sammy.
Great, thank you very much.
Patman's Redemption and Agency Liquor Store is located at 95 Tanberg Trail in Windham, Maine. With over 400 feet of hard liquor and 15 doors of ice-cold beer and soda, Patman's can handle all of your beverage needs. And if it's wine on your agenda, we have over 300 varieties in stock. Then when the party's over, Patman's can handle all of your Maine returnables, and we welcome all bottle drives. And if you're late for the race, drop off the bottles and pick up the cash at your convenience.
Hey, this is Pat Man himself, just letting you know that Pat Man's is your one-stop shop for all your thirsty needs.
For a trusted name in residential and commercial site work in the southern Maine area, call Peter Pettit Excavating. We can handle everything from the complete house lot to those nasty water and sewer line repairs. Septic systems are another area that we specialize in. During the snow season, Pettit Excavating has the equipment to handle any size job.
And when the race season arrives, be sure to follow the number 7 Hewitt's Family Restaurant Chevrolet on the past Super Late Model Tour.
Call 207-282-9305 to get the job done right. That's Peter Pettit Excavating.
The Monster Truck Throwdown Tour invades the Oxford Plains Speedway. Saturday and Sunday, August 17th and 18th. Watch 8 of the biggest fattest monster truck superstars, including Jim Kohler in Avenger, Backdraft, Raising Cane, and Maine's very own Monster Lobster Crustacean Throwdown, in Maine's biggest outdoor event of the summer. Plus, see the thrills of freestyle motocross and take a ride in a real monster truck. Kids tickets start at just $10. Call 207-539-8865 now to reserve your tickets. Don't miss the pre-race party with the driver. Produced by Midwest Monster Truck Events.
When we opened the show today, me and Mike Lux, we were talking about the weekend. And obviously the 250 is the big deal, but it's the weekend. And to be involved in part of the weekend, and I'm here, living proof, Dana Reed. I mean, you've been a big part of this weekend with your past modified. A runner-up finished last night, but it don't get any bigger for you than winning your race on the 250, the day of the 250, huh?
Yeah, it's been real fun. The car's been good all weekend, and we almost had one last night. And I had a lot of comments today. 20 or so people come up and said how good of a race it was last night. We come up a little short. We made the car a little bit better today, and I'll tell you what, 250 day, this is awesome to win in front of all these fans and stuff, and all my sponsors and crew and family. Been good, and I wish I could have another weekend just like this.
Yeah, you've been coming to this race, you and your family. I mean, the Reed name, I mean, you're related to Scott Reed, who's playing a big part up here today,
right,
with the race directing and the tech and all that. But, you know, your family's been around Oxford forever, your dad, and, you know, so then to come back, home crowd, the 250's back in the hands of the Super Late Model crowd, and, you know, obviously involved with the Shaw family, and then to do this, I mean, it don't get any bigger.
No, it don't. My grandfather raced years ago, and my father raced charges up here for years, and we actually always called this place home, you know, even though we lived quite a ways away, but you know, we always raced here predominantly, and I've got a lot of laps around this place, and I feel I've got a little bit of an advantage, and you know, if we can get the car set up right, you know, we're pretty competitive, and I'm pretty happy today for everybody, sponsors and fans and family. It's great, you know. So.
Yeah, and that's what you know, I was talking about earlier. If you're going to win one, you want to win in front of the big crowd, right, and then you sprinkle all the family that's here and comes just not only to support you, but there's probably some that are here. You're the afterthought. It's the 250, you know, but to see you and the show you put on today and last night as well, I mean, it's so rewarding, you know. It's you know, that's all I can say.
And it's good to have people like yourself come and get me and say, hey, you're coming over, we're going to have an interview, man. I said, hey, this is cool. This is the first one I've ever had in my career. So, you know, and I think this is great. So for everybody out there, tune in to Mainely Motorsports. It's awesome.
No, I appreciate it. And, you know, this weekend is obviously, you know, later on tonight, we're going to have the top three on here. And one of them's going to be happier than the next one. And there's going to be one happier than him. But, you know, it's all about the event. You know, I was here last night. You know, we raced the legend cars with my daughter and watched the kids and the Outlaws and the Strickleys, and, you know, just to be a part of it and race in front of this crowd. And, you know, and I don't think some people really take all that in and understand it until they you know, take that time to step and sit back and say, wow, that is a little bit bigger than the norm, you know?
Yeah. When you get out of the car out there and you win a race, people cheer. You know, there's a lot of people in the stands, you know what I mean? And, you know, there's a lot of fans out there, and they don't normally come to a regular weekly race, but they'll come to the 250. So it's pretty special to win on a day like today.
Yeah, no, you got a lot of people behind the scenes and helping you and supporting you.
Yeah, I got Kaminsky Automotive. My folks, my mother and father helped me. And, you know, I got Libby's Service Center, East Lebanon Glass, you know, the Barber, Dick and Sharon Stetson, which is my mother-in-law and father-in-law. And, you know, my family's been doing this for probably 30, 40 years. And we just enjoy doing it. Some people go camping, some people do motorcycling, but we go racing. So, you know, that's our thing, and hopefully we can keep up this good luck streak we're on right now. It started out pretty dismal, so.
Yeah, no. So would you say this is the biggest win for the Reed family over the years?
I would have to say yes, because I'm not predominantly a winner all the time, but I mean, I won a few races, but to win today on the 250 day, even though it's a support division, means quite a bit to us as a team.
No, that's good. Now
you can't do this alone. This business, you can't do it alone.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's not a one-man show.
And now you got the last chance going on, so somebody's going to go home happy out of that. We're going to get ready to watch the 250, which is the biggest spectacle up here in the Northeast when it comes to racing. Don't care what anybody says, but congratulations to you and your team from all, excuse me, from all of us at Mainely Motorsports.
I appreciate you guys having us, interviewing us. Thank you very much. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it.
People always ask us what makes us different at Southern Maine Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
The answer is we make it easy for our customers. We believe in transparency in everything that we do.
That's why we encourage you to visit our website. We provide you with detailed information and upfront discounts without the hassle.
Looking for a new 2013 Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram? You've got to check them out. You can't afford not to. US Route 1, Saco.
Website or on-site? See how we truly do make it easy.
Southern Maine Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep.
Today's vehicles are equipped with complex safety features such as anti-lock brakes, seatbelt restraints, and airbag systems. Even collision avoidance systems. Not available in all models. Hi, I'm Sean Moody from Moody's Collision Centers. We don't wish bad luck on anyone, but even with today's technology, we need to keep our eyes on the road and our hands on the wheel.
Moody's Collision Centers, now with 7 convenient locations: Gorham, Scarborough, Biddeford, Portland, Sanford, Lewiston, and now South Portland. Visit us at moodyscollision.com.
Mainly Motorsports TV, brought to you by
LKQ Core. Any part, any repair, anywhere. Located on Route 202 in Gorham.
Scotch Recreation. Whether you're thinking about your first camper or looking to upgrade your current one, Scotch Recreation can help you. Get both our Route 202 Manchester and our Route 4 Turner locations and online at scotchrecreation.com.
Welcome to Mainly Motorsports.
To order copies of a show, send a check or money order for $15, shipping and handling included, to Mainly Motorsports, 326 Roosevelt Trail, Windham, Maine, 04062. And please add a description of the show.
All right, it has become customary at the TD Bank 250 is to get the top 3 to come sit on the set and talk about the day, the weekend, and the whole event. And sitting here with the 3rd place finisher and a little bit of bragging rights for the South, and that's Jay Folgerman. And I mean, you could see in your face that was a long, hard race.
It was. It was a long day, a long week, but just unbelievable to run good here. And that was really what I wanted to do. First 250, I wanted to come here, have a respectable showing. You know, I know a lot of the history for here. I drove for Sam R, and I lived with Sam for, you know, a year or so when I was a kid. And he came up years ago with the old Ham car, Tommy Ellis, Tommy Houston, you know, a lot of the South drivers that used to come years ago. And I think it'd be great if, you know, we got more South drivers coming back. And I think that's what we're working with the past series. And Tom's trying to get more of the guys from the South to come here, making it a national event. But it's just unbelievable. The crowd, the whole event, the camping, it's just everything that's it's all I expected it to be.
All you expected it to be. I mean, you've come up and you've run the past 300 at Beach Ridge, and but like you said, the 250, the history that goes along with it, and the day. I mean, it's 3 days, but really it's today. Today's the big day, the draw, the qualifying. You're not in your own stuff. You're in Rick Ransom's stuff. You got Tate, your son, so you're also, as much as you're trying to worry your own deal, you still got to worry there. And to come out with a podium finish, I mean, you got to be tickled pink.
Yeah, that's a huge worry for me, but that's what we were doing with him. We're trying to get the first one under his belt and, you know, get all the shock and awe away from it. Next year, we're going to make a huge effort with him, and I'll definitely be back with him, but I'm going to figure out something to drive because I want my name on that trophy before I quit. But Rick and Derek and Jeff and everybody with that whole race team have been unbelievable to work with. I'm telling you, everything's went smooth, made adjustments on the car. I knew we had a good car, and I probably couldn't give the feedback that they needed to make the final adjustments because this racetrack is so low on grip that it's hard to break the corner down, and I probably didn't break it down exactly like we needed. We made an adjustment on the car and went the right way. We just didn't go quite enough.
Now, late in the race, you're running 3rd, you're closing in, but you're getting the opportunity to watch Travis and Joey. I mean, you almost forget you're in a race, don't you, at that point? And I've talked to other drivers. You got to get focused and say, hey, I'm in a race too. But to watch those two do battle for a lead in a race like this is amazing.
It really is. You know, you kind of get in a lull watching the race, really. You know, we were sitting in 3rd there kind of all by ourselves, and I had to get back up on the wheel because I was watching those two, you know, battling. But it's, you know, you go 3 wide here, you're racing somebody every lap around the racetrack. It's a round a lap car, and it's an unbelievable place to get young kids experience, you know, and it's just a huge event for me to come to, and I'm so glad that it's back a past event with running super late models where I can come and be involved.
So now when you go back home this week and everybody calls you and asks you, what was it like, what do you say?
Amazing, and get your stuff ready and come next year. I'm telling you, I think we had a lot of people here that were not actually involved in the event that were helping other guys from the South. And you know, I saw Clay Rogers here, Trey Mitchell, Brandon Ward, a lot of guys from the South that weren't actually racing but were helping other teams, and I'm sure they're going to figure out how to drive something next year at this.
Yeah, well, it's going to be tough for you to come back. I mean, rookie competitor at this race, and I know you're not a rookie, but already on the podium, so there's only 2 steps to try to move up, but you got to be really pleased. And congratulations from all the Mainers, and congratulations to you for being part of what was a great race for all of us to watch.
And I appreciate it, and it's just amazing the support for short track racing in the North right now. You know, we're off a little bit in the South, but the people here really support it, and I tell you, as a race car driver, it's nice to look up in those stands and see them full.
Yeah, and they were full today. So congratulations to Jay Fogelman, 3rd place finisher today in the TD Bank 250. All right, as we sit on the set of Mainly Motorsports with 2013's Mr. Runner-Up, Joey Dwyron, your 4th runner-up finish of the year, but they don't get any bigger than this one, and so you got to still smile about that, huh?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. It's everyone says you got to lose a race before you can win one, and we've done that, and everyone says you got to lose a big race before you can win a big one, and I think we did that tonight. But we learned a lot, and I'm really excited for the Super Late Models to be back up here at the 250, and I think everyone here got a heck of a show tonight. There was 2 grooves, and I mean, I had a blast behind the wheel, and I hope everyone that was there watching it had just as much fun.
Well, you talk about 2 grooves, but in some cases there was 3 grooves. I thought some guys were going to run out of racetrack, and I thought the race was playing right into your hands because everybody wanted to run around the top, and you were so good on the bottom.
Yeah, that's been our bread and butter up here since we first ran good in April. I just stayed on the bottom, and if someone got by me, they got by me on the top, but I wasn't going to leave the bottom. And at the start of the race, I thought we were going to be all right because we can run the bottom a lot lower than most guys can. And I was able to get under a few of the guys and move them up to the 2nd groove and get by them. And then I would say probably about lap 50, everyone went to the top. And I mean, I left me the bottom wide open. I never changed. I never stayed the same pace. And all those guys moved up, and it was like having an open lane.
Yeah, no, exactly. It was, there was nobody to hinder your progress, and nothing was to impede it. But, and then you did a great job. You showed patience. You took the lead for the first time at lap 131. And then it looked like, the crew did a great job in the pits.
Yeah, everyone did a heck of a job, and I just told everyone before we pitted, I was like, we definitely have a good enough car to win this race. Let's just take our time, make sure everything's right. We don't need to have anything stupid happen. We don't need to have a loose wheel or just something dumb to cost us this race, because I was like, we got a good enough car to be able to pass a few guys if we lose a few spots on pit road. And the 17 beat us out, but it came back that we were able to get back into the lead, so it didn't hurt us any.
Yeah, and then you and Travis were having a great battle. And then lap 209, it looked like that's when the race changed for you. You caught lap traffic. It worked for him, didn't work for you, and it went from that side-by-side battle to you were now 8 to 10 car lengths behind.
Yeah, he just there was 2 lap cars running side-by-side, and he caught them just at the right moment to be able to get his nose in and get 3 wide. And as soon as he did it, I probably could have forced the issue, but looking at it as a points day, I didn't think it was worth it. So it lost me quite a bit, and it probably lost me the race afterwards. But to win a championship, you can't take mistakes like that. And we just backed off and fell in behind, but he got probably 10 car lengths on us, and then from there on it just seemed like that was the gap. We were at the same exact space, and he was running the 2.5 groove and I was on the curb.
Yeah, and you talk about it being a points day, so it was a great points day for you. It was a great money day for you, and then great momentum as you continue on towards trying to claim this past championship.
Yeah, we've been so consistent this year, and we just had we've had really good luck, and come to the racetrack with really fast cars, and we were kind of nervous today because we weren't necessarily the fastest car. I felt comfortable, and a lot of guys, I felt like yesterday and Friday, really dialed themselves out on the track conditions, and I knew we didn't practice probably more than 50 laps all weekend up until today. And then today we just fine-tuned it, and we pretty much raced with what we came here with and unloaded with. So we just got good baselines that we're showing up to racetracks with, and it's definitely showing. We've been one of the most consistent cars this year, and we have to be able to contend with Travis, because it seems like every week where I'm one ahead of him or he's one behind me, and he's having just as good of a year.
Yeah, and you got a couple of pretty happy parents and a pretty happy team where they should be to, with this runner-up finish.
Yeah, I mean, everyone wants to win this race, and we were definitely here today, and everyone knew we were here, and I mean, that's all you can ask for. We were in contention, and if I would have known how the race shook out, I probably would have won, because I really thought the 77 was coming, and Travis faded bad in the first half, and whatever those guys did, they won the race on pit road. I don't know what they had adjusted or changed or whatever, but whatever they did, they hit on something, and they were just as good as we were in the second half, and they just were in the right spots at the right time, and it was their day, and it was, we just got beat.
Pretty good day for you, because you beat 63 other cars, so congratulations to you and your team, and the biggest runner-up finish that you will have all year, I promise you.
Yeah, I mean, we need to win some races now, so hopefully this will be the jump start to that.
The runner-up in the TD Bank 250, Joey Dwyron.
Today's vehicles are equipped with complex safety features such as anti-lock brakes, seatbelt restraints, and airbag systems. Even collision avoidance systems. Not available in all models. Hi, I'm Sean Moody from Moody's Collision Centers. We don't wish bad luck on anyone, but even with today's technology, we need to keep our eyes on the road and our hands on the wheel.
Moody's Collision Centers, now with 7 convenient locations: Gorham, Scarborough, Biddeford, Portland, Sanford, Lewiston, and now South Portland. Visit us at moodyscollision.com.
Award Champs LLC is Southern Maine's premier award supplier and official award supplier for many of the area's top organizations and events. If you're in need of an award for a sponsor, employee recognition, fundraising event, or an entire sports organization, call Todd Mead at Award Champ. They provide the best for less with competitive pricing like the big online firms, but give you the personalized service you can only get from a local supplier. When you're in need of awards or personalized gifts, call Award Champs, where they'll help you reward your champion.
Mainely Motorsports TV, brought to you by
Southern Maine Motors, out to be Maine's #1 Chrysler Dodge Jeep dealership, Route 1 Saco.
Bentley Saloon, Route 1 in Arundel. Stop by and see why me and my friends say, who has more fun than us? We do.
When you're in need of awards or personalized gifts, call Award Champs, where they'll help you reward your champion.
All right, I'm just going to start it off. What does it feel like to be now called a winner of the Oxford 250?
Why, I still don't believe it, like I told you on the way over here. If I wake up tomorrow and I have to do this all over again, I'm going to be wild. But words can't express it, winning a championship last year was unbelievable, but championship is great, but I think this tops it.
Well, I would hope so. This is the 250. I mean, think of the names that have won it, especially over the last few years, and the guys that have won it multiple times. And then now your name is that list. They can never take that away from you.
No, I know, and the trophy has a list of all the names on it, and I think my name's gonna be right on the Kyle Busch, which is a pretty cool feeling. Kyle, there's so many names on that trophy that have won this race, and now Benjamin's on it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and when you say Benjamin, I mean the whole family. I mean, and we've talked about this numerous times. Matter of fact, when I got to the pits today, I went right back, and I wanted to take that walk with your dad. And I mean, because I've had that walk, but not as a family member. And then to walk in with him and put my arm around him, and I mean, he was just shaking. I mean, he was just so excited for his son to now be where, I mean, he'd never accomplished it. He never accomplished anything like this. But you did for the family.
Yeah, and he's put his whole heart and soul into it. Give me everything I need. If I wanted to hire somebody to work on the cars, we'd find a way to hire people. If I want a new car, we'd find a way to get a new car. He's given me everything, and we've struggled for years and years, and we're finally putting some stuff together that is just unbelievable. As a group, how we've come together in the last 2 years.
Yeah, and I look at this weekend. I got a chance to talk to you a lot. We'd passed traffic, and you had that confidence about you. It wasn't an arrogance. It wasn't cockiness. You just were confident about your team and you and what your chances were this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, the first race we started 25th and got 3rd, so I knew we were good there. Then we won last week, which was great. So we came here and practiced a little bit. We didn't practice much because the racetrack, I thought once the sun went down, would be pretty close to what it was like last week. And once that sun went down, the car, and the crew made a great call in the pits with some changes to the chassis. And
yeah, they did something because Joey talked about it earlier that you faded in the first half and he expected you to fade in the second half and it was going to play right in his hands, and you didn't fade. You made some bold moves at the end of the race, when you caught lap traffic, and I mean you were aggressive when you needed to be, and kept that distance out in front of him.
Yeah, definitely. At the beginning of the race, I just kept looking at the scoreboard to see how many laps were done because the car was out of control, loose, and kept telling my guys that, and they kept telling me, don't worry about it, just keep doing what you're doing, stay in the top 5, top 10, wherever we needed to be. They kept me calm, they told me not to worry about it, they'd fix it. We came in, and I don't know what they did, but I know they did the track bar adjustment. I don't know what else they did, but and then the sun went down, and the thing was really good.
And, leading up to this race, everybody talks about the draw. You didn't have a good draw. You started shotgun in the field on your heat, but it showed when you got a decent piece and a decent driver with a super late model package, you can work your way to the front. And you did. You qualified in the heat.
That's what's great about the super late models. If you got a good car, you can get from 11th, we finished second, to second, and that's how it worked. Yeah, I was after practice, I was real happy with the car, but after seeing the draw, I was discouraged. I was nervous. I almost didn't even make it out because I couldn't get my belts tight.
Yeah, no, and, so you're almost beating yourself up.
Yeah.
And then the race, everything's playing its part. You and Joey had a great battle, side by side. You had it cleared. When did the chills start setting in? When did it start sinking in that this could be happening?
I just, with like 30 to go, I started, we had a decent lead. I just knew I couldn't make any mistakes. Then I just kept telling myself, no cautions, please, no cautions. And we were lucky tonight not to get any cautions, because I think if he would have got beside me, he was as good as we were. I think we got through traffic maybe a little bit better than him, give us a little gap. If somebody's right behind you, you got to pay attention to where they are. Well, that gave me a good enough lead so I could just focus on lap after lap, just hit my marks, being smooth, because this place is all about momentum and being smooth and just running laps. You can't get aggressive, and if somebody's right behind you, hounding you, I have a tendency of getting aggressive and overdriving the car.
And you talk about no cautions. What'd you think on lap 246 when you come down the backstretch and Johnny Clark's throwing smoke and sparks and right in frend of you? What'd you think? Did your heart stop?
My heart stopped. My heart stopped for sure. I'm like, man, why can't I get an easy one?
But they kept going.
But they kept going. They straightened themselves out, and we had a pretty good lead at that point, so I just rode behind them. Didn't want to put too much pressure on people, because when the leaders put pressure on you, they want to stay on the lead lap. Towards the end of the race, they might start racing harder and getting aggressive. So I just kind of made sure, like I said, I just made sure I made laps, held my own, and we're 250 champions. Can't believe it.
Next year you're going to roll in the reigning 250 champions. So congratulations to you, your team, the family, everybody that put in all the effort to get you where you're at. And I know it's been a long road, but you've earned it.
Yes, I've had an emotional roller coaster career, and the last 2 years are just unbelievable. I thank you guys for everything you do. I depend on sponsors, and being on television, you get my sponsors out there, and I can't thank you guys enough.
All right, well, great job, and that's your winner of the 40th annual TD Bank 250, Travis Benjamin.
The Monster Truck Throwdown Tour invades the Oxford Plains Speedway Saturday and Sunday, August 17th and 18th. Watch 8 of the biggest and baddest Monster Truck superstars, including Jim Kohler and Avenger, Backdraft, Raising Cane, and Maine's very own Monster Lobster Crustacean Throwdown, in Maine's biggest outdoor event of the summer. Plus, see the thrills of freestyle motocross and take a ride in a real monster truck. Kids tickets start at just $10. Call 207-539-8865 now to reserve your tickets. Don't miss the pre-race party with the driver. Produced by Midwest Monster Truck Events.
Mainly Motorsports TV, brought to you by
Moody's Collision Centers, now with 7 convenient locations: Gorham, Scarborough, Biddeford, Portland, Sanford, Lewiston, and now South Portland. Visit us at moodyscollision.com.
Clark's Car Crushing, providing guaranteed honest weights with top dollar being paid.
Looking for a great time, great people, and great food? Then visit New England's #1 biker destination, Bentley's Saloon, owned by legendary super-modified driver Bentley Warren. Bentley's is a biker bar that welcomes everyone. Staying in the area, Bentley's has their own full-service campground right on site. Tuesdays, Bentley's Cruise Night attracts car enthusiasts from all over New England. Located on Route 1 in Arundel, Bentley's Saloon guarantees a great time. Check out the fun at BentleySaloon.com and see why Bentley says, who has more fun than us?
Looking for something different and exciting to do on Friday night? How about real NASCAR racing at Lee USA Speedway, featuring the ground-pounding, super-fast, super-modifieds, the fender-rubbing late model sportsman, unpredictable hobby stocks, and more. It's great family fun and excitement. Kids under 12 get in free, and there's acres of free and easy parking. Friday nights at Lee USA Speedway, located right on Route 125 in Lee, New Hampshire. Check LeeUSASpeedway.com for more information.
Well, what a day. And started the day off with somebody that's meant so much to me with, this race and, everything about it, and that was Mike Lux. And so I thought it would be neat to close the day off with somebody that is getting a little bit more involved with us and working with Dave Stewart and helping us out with the show. And that's Dave McGuire, a very familiar face from down the Star Speedway, but came up, helped us, shot all the footage that you're going to see from the race action for the 250. And all I want to ask you right off the bat is, your first Oxford 250, what was your take of it?
Well, you told me no F-bombs, so I just have to say what I told Debbie earlier was effing awesome.
Effing awesome. I mean, really, you've been around racing. I mean, you've done the mod thing, and it was a little bit of convincing to get you to come out. Come on, Dave, come on, and it is. I mean, it was racing, and you being the camera guy, you're trying to catch it all. I mean, unbelievable,
yeah.
huh?
Yeah, and I think the heats alone were probably worth the price of admission. I was already like, wow, what a great day, and it wasn't even halfway over yet.
Yeah, no, so it's good, and I appreciate all your efforts, and I'm telling you, for anybody that was here at Oxford and saw the race action, you know what it was all about. I mean, there was action going on throughout the whole race, whether it was a battle for the lead, battle for 5th, battle for 10th, battle to stay on the lead lap, just so much action going on, and you hear it earlier with Mike Lux, you heard it with the drivers we talked to today, you heard it with Dave McGuire, first time participant in being at the Oxford 250, how big of a deal this race is, how much it means to finally win it, like Travis Benjamin, Dana Reed, to be involved in this weekend, to be involved in this weekend and be in front of all the people that are here. Might not be the premier division and you're a support division, but being involved. And I can't thank everybody enough that came up and helped us out. Dave McGuire, obviously, Dave Stewart that puts the show together. All the nice compliments, everybody that enjoyed the fan conference that we put on last week. And I look every year, I look so forward to coming back to the Oxford 250 and doing this. And this year, they had a special meaning back to the super late models, back where I've had my most success up here in the race, and to see a family like the Benjamin family, who have been struggled in this sport for years and done what they had to do, and given Travis every opportunity to succeed, and to have him give it back to his family, his parents, his uncles, all the team members. Really a great time. So any last thoughts, Dave? I mean, will you be back next year at the Oxford 250? Absolutely. So Tom Mayberry, the entire staff, and a special shout out to Scotty Reed. Scotty Reed works behind the scenes. He's the guy that gets all the phone calls, the tech questions, the this, the that. And then when the race starts, he's out there working the backstretch. He's lining cars up. He's over in tech after the race. So, this is not a one-man effort. The Mayberry family gave us a great opportunity. The facility looked great. But people like Scotty Reed behind the scenes, the announcers, all the staff, I personally can't thank them enough. They were so cordial to the whole Mainly Motorsports staff, and we really look forward to next year, the Oxford 250. And we still got 2 months of racing left to go, right, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a break. We come back, you'll see the results from all over parts of New England and the state and from this past weekend, and more importantly, the results from the 40th annual TD Bank 250, where Travis Benjamin adds his name to the list that already has Bodine, Craven, Rowe, Nason. Now it has Benjamin.
I forget who else, somebody else.
Over in the garage area this afternoon. Already qualified, we have 6 qualifying heats. This will be coming your way starting at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Great afternoon to be here. We want to thank the fine folks from TD Bank. They are proudly sponsoring the 40th annual TD Bank 250. And of course, TD Bank strives to be the better bank by building on their commitment to customers, employees, and the communities that they serve. At TD Bank, America's most convenient bank, building strong communities where its employees, customers, and other stakeholders live and work is a priority. We want to thank TD Bank for being the major sponsor of this entire weekend. Tremendous racing on Friday night. Kerry Martin took the sportsman race, and he put on a whale of a show, short by 18 laps due to severe weather that came through and ended our night a little early. Last night was great here, and if you missed it, you were really in for a sad one because the past modified race was one of the most incredible racing in past mod history. As Dana Sprague held off Dana Reed, Scott McDaniel. Gentlemen, start!
You better be drinking some beer for me tonight. I'm going to be drinking plenty of it. There's no driving. Huh? Well,
I told him I knew how to.
Well, you better start. Keep it up.
Did you get the Soko cans?
With 250 chance, buddy.
Yeah. I was like, we're the same speed.
All right, bud. I got to get the pictures here.
That's the way.
Bud.